Now listen carefully to what I have to say.
Nick.
Who was in this house a couple of hours ago?
Why, Hanson, myself, and the upstairs maid, Vera.
Where does Vera come from?
Barbara engaged her and the butler about 2 months ago.
Do you know anything about him?
No, but I could find out.
No. Anybody else at home now?
No, Barbara's at the theater rehearsing.
Rehearsing? This hour of the night?
It was an emergency rehearsal.
Oh.
Oh, Mac, what is going on?
Don't ask any questions now. Keep your eyes open, your mouth shut, and take orders. Have the maid, Vera, show me up to my room.
Vera's probably asleep by now.
You heard what I said about taking orders.
Vera, I very distinctly warned you about trying to leave this house.
Please, I want to go look for Gabriel. I know something has happened.
Watch it. Vera, remember what I said.
Hanson, will you please ask Vera to show Mr. McLean to the second guest room?
Excuse me, madam, but I'm quite sure that Vera has retired. May I show the gentleman to his room?
I want the maid. A button came off my shirt, and I wanted to sew it on.
Well, if you'll pardon me, sir, I'm rather good at sewing on buttons myself. And if it comes to a pinch, can even darn socks. I'd be happy to do the job for you.
No horse collar.
It's quite true, sir, really.
Can you do a crow's foot?
The what, sir?
I thought so. Don't even know the fundamentals. It's a design you make when you sew a button on. I bet you can't even hemstitch, can you? Ah, of course you can.
You'd better get her, Hanson.
Of course get her. If she's asleep, wake her up. She'll be grateful. Sleep is a form of unconsciousness anyway.
Yes, sir.
Come in.
I'm Vera, the maid, sir.
Oh. Well, Vera, will you turn the coverings down on my bed, please?
Yes, sir.
What's your last name, Vera?
Hoffman, sir.
Mm-hmm. You got a husband, Vera? Vera,
Yes, sir?
come here a moment, will you please? I've got a little job I want you to do. I want you to sew a button on that shirt. Now, there's the needle and thread. It's all threaded. Did it myself. Pretty good for a blind man, don't you think? I warn you, I want my buttons just so. You sew like a Boilermaker. I can do better myself. Go on, get out of here.
Sorry, sir.
You should be.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Well, maybe now we can get a few of these pieces to fit, old pal.
Well, Mrs. Lowry should be asleep by now. And the blind uncle won't be awake long. He had to pick this night to come visiting.
It's all right. I think I'll go to bed now.
You may be excused, Vera.
Good night.
Good night.
Well, Friday, I guess this is the greenhouse.
can't say you weren't warned, Vera.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Vera, but our job is bigger than you or Gabriel or anybody else.
But he's my husband.
She's dead. Pick her up and put her in the car.
Who's there?
It's Hanson, the butler, sir.
Oh, Hanson. Well, what are you doing up this hour of the night?
I thought I heard a noise, sir, and I got up to investigate.
Oh, I heard nothing. Nothing but the crickets. The same. Do you know you can tell the temperature of the air by counting the number of cricket chirps per minute?
Oh, really, sir?
Yes.
Is there anything wrong, sir? You're being up so late?
No, no. And don't worry about me moseying around at night. I'm somewhat of a night owl. Insomnia.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, sir. Perhaps if I might be so bold, sir, a sip of brandy might help you sleep.
Now, my good friend Hanson, you're cooking with alcohol.
What, sir?
I mean, you're the perfect butler. Always considerate, watchful, and attentive. I'll hound my niece until she gives you a raise.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, and getting back to the brandy. One of the few things I like to get back to. Do you suppose you could spare a bottle and put it beside my bed in case I get restless later?
Why, yes, sir. I think that could be arranged.
Oh, thank you. I'll remember you in my will.
Thank you, sir.
Come on, Friday. What's the matter with you, Friday? Are you liverish or something? Come on.
Friday, that nose of yours is going to get us both into trouble someday. I know he hit Vera. What do you want to do, draw a blueprint for him?
Come in.
Your brandy, sir.
Ah, welcome, messenger. Where is it? Where is it?
Yes, sir.
Divine broth. Oh, Haute Garonne 1904, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, monumental vintage.
Your dog seems to have taken a dislike to me, sir.
Oh, no, he's a bit crotchety. He hasn't been getting his exercise. Well, good night, Hanson.
Good night, sir.
I think I'll go to bed.
Yes.
And, Hanson, turn out the light, will you?
Yes.
I think I'll read a while.
What, sir?
Sure, I read with my fingers. That's the blind man's advantage. He can read in bed with the lights out or even under the covers if it gets cold.
Oh, I see, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night.
Hey, Fratersby, Friday. There's enough sodium amateur in this to put 3 men to sleep.